All right, so it starts off with Jericho and Sammy Guevara versus Action Andretti and Absolute Ricky Starks. Okay, so they started with Andretti and Guevara, and okay, Konnan, you got a lot of heat this week on Twitter the past few days. Did you notice this?
I don't give a.
I know you don't, but people were reporting that that we on this show we said like, why are they pushing Action Andretti? And why are the Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Utah really are in the spots like you and of course.
Well, I'll double down. I will double down on all. Well, finish.
Okay, so you got a lot of heat,
right?
People were saying, "Oh, Konnan's keeping it." One of the quotes was, "Konnan's keeping it 17."
Right.
Instead of.
I'm always keeping it 100.
Right, 100. And I'll say this, okay? And let me make my statement. I watched this first spot, and all Action Andretti's gimmick is. The guy is cosplaying Will Ospreay. He's literally doing like all the Will Ospreay Ricochet spots, like when they worked each other. I mean, he's just out there doing like literally copying those exact spots with almost the exact same. I do a flip at the end, I land on my knee and like pose and stuff like literally that's his gimmick. Like he's literally just copying like those guys' work. And he doesn't like show much. So I watched that first sequence of them doing the fake choreographed flips, somersaults, back and forth, all this, and I fast forwarded to like. So go ahead.
Well, let me I'm sorry, Konnan, because Disco didn't get what they were saying, keeping it 17, the relevance, or whatever. The point was
what they say.
Why?
Here's
why would Konnan?
The thing. Yeah. Here's the thing that.
Well, let you finish.
Okay, let me just say this.
Yeah,
here's the thing that people gotta know about me that are new to the show. I really don't give a what other people think. I'm not in any way manipulated, moved, unless I really do a dumb move that's bad for business. But my critique about certain wrestlers, I'm about to tell you why when Joe finishes.
So what it meant was the crux of it was Konnan on Action Andretti when this week he's recently brought back Alberto Del Rio and booked Marty
What
Scrull.
does that have to do with anything?
Exactly.
Okay, no, wait, because you're bringing in Marty Scrull. They're saying Marty Scrull was accused of sleeping with a girl that was 17. Konnan's keeping it 17. That was the guy's joke.
Oh, is that what the number?
That was the guy's joke.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about Marty Scrull. Marty Scrull did that in England. I think that's a legal age. Am I correct or am I incorrect?
I think England is 16.
16. So she's 1 year older than the thing. It's in the United States where it's considered bad. So if in his country it's not illegal, what do I give a about it?
Right.
Was he convicted? And how long? The guys have been already ostracized. Nobody will use him for like 2 years. And guess what? To me, he's a bigger star than Andretti,
and he's talented.
Utah, or Daniel Garcia.
I'll
put all my money on that. Okay.
He's very talented, that guy.
Right. But everybody wants to pile on everybody. The guy hasn't been convicted. She was of legal age in England. So what is it, bro?
Right.
And like I said before, how long do we keep punishing these people? At least if they go to jail, right? They serve their sentence. But in Twitter jail, you're forever. Because these yahoos who act like they've never done anything in their life that's wrong, and they wouldn't like to be judged on one stupid thing that they did or two stupid things or three, but they have no problem piling on anybody else. I stand by my decisions. And to me, Marty Scrull and ADR are bigger stars than those guys are or ever probably will be. Not saying they couldn't be stars, but here's the thing. Action Andretti is talented. I don't take that away from him. But out of all the talented guys in the business, Jericho does a job for Andretti. And then, wait a minute, on this show, he loses to Sammy Guevara. So how are you making this guy a star? Right. Now, you're either a star or you're not a star. Everybody wants to be a star, but you're not going to be a star. It's in Hollywood. Everybody wants to be Tom Cruise. Guess what? Not everybody will be Tom Cruise. Everybody wants to be Brock Lesnar. Guess what? Not everybody's going to be Brock Lesnar. And those three guys, to me, at this juncture in their career, don't come off like stars, don't act like stars. And there's 50 guys that do the same things they do. Albeit all three of them are talented. Daniel Garcia is talented. Jimmy Utah's talented, but they do the same. Jimmy Utah, to me, does the same 30 other wrestlers do.
You keep calling him Jimmy Utah because he looks like Jimmy Yank.
What's his name?
Wheel Utah.
Johnny Utah was Point Break.
Right. Yeah. So my thing is they have talent, right? But they're not stars, and they're pushed in a spot that they shouldn't be in, and they haven't really won it. And that's my point. But to AEW fans, I'm on the product. No, I'm opining. If you don't like it, I really don't give a. You can put anything you want, say anything you want.
I'll say this too, okay, is that for what those guys do in the ring, with the thigh slapping, the Japanese, brother, they all wrestle like the same as like these. There's 500 indie guys out there of similar physical stature. They're not big. They're not 260 pounds and muscular. These guys are small. And they all look kind of like the same of like these indie guys, and they all kind of do the same thing. And it's like, these guys don't stand out. You know, and like the big picture, it's like, you know what? Why do you think these guys stand out when bro, I could go down, no lie, and there's some talented guys. When I trained at the FSW school, I was training Chris Bay. I was training Damian Drake. I was training, dude, you could take Damian Drake and Chris Bay and show them a tape of like Will Ospreay versus Ricochet and say, hey guys, just plagiarize this match and do the exact same thing these guys are doing. And they could do it. And these guys are not guys with like 10 years experience and everything. Bro, like this indie style, these guys are doing tons of acrobatics, which it's been proven it's not hard to teach. Because everybody can do it now. The big guys can do it. The big guys can jump over the small guys can do this. Like these are not like skills that like stick out. And it's like on this show.
Well, not just that. Here's the thing: everybody's doing the same. So it's the same match. So the Canadian Destroyer got over. Let's have everybody do a Canadian Destroyer. The super kick is over. Let's everybody do a super kick. That Phoenix does on the ropes that now everybody does, especially in Mexico, where they jump on the rope once, twice, and then do something. Everybody does it because it gets a pop. So you're watching the same match, different guys. And let me tell you what gets over in wrestling. You know why MJF is over? Because nobody talks like him or acts like him.
And shows the body language when he's in the ring, like getting heat on the guy and punching the guy and looking like he's punching him in the face hard and stuff. Like,
you know why Ricky Starks is over? Because he does that nobody else does. He's not like everybody else. What Action Andretti's doing, Top Flight does, Phoenix does. I mean, a million guys do it. And what Jimmy Utah does is just, wrestler 2023, indie wrestler 101. Right. He's not doing anything different. Right. And on top of that, you're having a very tough time convincing me he's tough.
Right. Absolutely.
All right. So if you find something that's wrong with that okay, good. We can disagree all you want, but I doubled down on what I said.
Right. So this match was very interesting.
You know what I do like, Joe? I've never, ever, ever seen anybody, and it seems to be Sportskeeda who does this a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, good. I'm glad I'm making you guys money. Why don't you ever put when I put good comments up there?
They don't
because that doesn't sell. That doesn't sell. Right. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
They're just clickbait.
God forbid you ever, because 70% of the shit we say is positive.
Right.
Let's take the negative and accentuate that.